Welcome. So we're here with some really interesting and amazing young kids. They've just done some stuff today on AI robotics and with their teachers as well to just kind of have a little discussion about AI. And my name is John Kamara, and everybody will tell us their name.
My name is Gloria.
My name is Victoria.
My name is Kathy.
My name is Harriet.
My name is Cosmas Ariri. I'm the coding and robotics patron and for these students. Thank you.
What do you think of AI and what have you heard about AI?
AI, it means artificial intelligence, and it's a software that is used by different companies and different apps to perform certain tasks. For example, it can be able to mimic human intelligence. For example, when you use apps like ChatGPT, they use AI, which when you ask it something, it gives you an answer like a human being. So it basically mimics human intelligence.
Interesting. So, Kathy, have you used AI?
Yes, I have.
What did you use? Tell us.
I used ChatGPT to find a code for thinking of making an app for the CBC. So I used ChatGPT to find out the code. Let's say you want the app to show you different schools afterwards. So you'll just write a code as changing a button.
Very interesting. And Gloria, so what do you want to be? What's your interest, career interest?
I would like to pursue 2 careers. I'd like to pursue architecture, then after I'll do mechatronics engineering. I mostly use AI in ChatGPT and also in doing coding and robotics.
Interesting question I'm going to ask you, and hopefully 5 years from now we'll look at this video, okay? I was watching a video about a few weeks ago. They were asking kids in the 70s in the UK what did they think the year 2010 would look like. And some of them had some fascinating answers. Now they're all adults. So I'm going to ask you guys, 5 years from now, knowing what AI is doing, what do you think the world for you would look like? And what do you think the government here in Kenya should do to help you get into that world?
5 years, yes, still develop, but I don't think that, considering how the Kenyan government has been taking AI, if they integrate it more in CBC, then I think that the children will come up and create more programs that will actually help our country improve. And the Kenyan government, it's currently not into AI, which is sad.
Like worldwide, I see a world where there will be a lot of use of robots because of how far we're going with AI. And in Kenya, for example, the company that we're learning from right now, Afribot, I know that there are more organizations that are teaching students coding and all these things about robotics. So I feel like in 5 years we'll be in a better place in terms of artificial intelligence.
In 10 years' time, if our current government encourages the use of AI, supports students who are venturing in AI and robotics, in 10 years' time, I see our country as a country in which we are going to be having robots running our errands. We're going to be having, you're going to have simplified work instead of us working hard, toiling so much. Yet you can make robots who can do the work for us and just sit down and control them. Yeah, I see a world which all of us are so busy in venturing the outside world than the inside, because you already know what is inside the earth through AI.
How do you see AI changing the education landscape, and what is your thought about the engagement between AI, you, and the students?
It's going to demystify things for them. They really don't have to bother and carry so many textbooks. So they're just saying they have ChatGPT. They just make a sentence, then they get the answers.
AI has really simplified things for us. And you realize that as a teacher, I don't have to make schemes of work. AI can do it for me. I don't have to make lesson plan. The AI can do it for me. And also for notes, the AI can do it for me. And many, many more. For example, if I want to do questions for the students, I really don't have to really do a lot in searching for them because AI can do it for me. So AI is going to be great, and it's going to change a lot of things in future. I encourage students to integrate AI, and also they don't rely on AI alone, because AI actually is artificial intelligence. So it means the computer gives the feedback based on the intelligence that it has been given. So I don't encourage 100% dependence on AI, but I encourage integration of AI in our day-to-day lives.
It's also good to interact from other places. Basically, not everything has been put there. So I would encourage, as much as they're getting it from the AI, they still get back to their books so that they can get a wide view of the knowledge that is there.
Because you've been asking us questions about AI, you personally, what do you think?
I run the AI Center of Excellence here, and I've been involved in AI for over 10 years. I think that for education, for you guys, AI is critical part of your life. There's no two ways about it. Your world will never be the same again. So it is a critical part of your life. Also, natural cognitive intelligence is also very important. So a combination of both, because I would like for you to build a system that can do better architectural design. But you use AI, but you need to think through that system. You need to understand how to do it, first of all. So your intelligence is critical, but what it will do for you, it'll help you think faster. And it'll help you do things faster, but you will still need to have intelligence. So, but also it'll help you go to realms of places that was impossible before. You'll be able to build things that was absolutely years ago was impossible. So the reality is that the future, it's already happening around us, and our governments, and fundamentally schools education is the most important part for us to participate in this world of AI, because education is everything. So how you guys are taught, the thought processes that you have, how you also research what you do, but then understanding that you also have power to build new stuff. Like you can go from 0 to 100 faster than having, sometimes you don't have to read unnecessary books, right? You focus on what you are. So I really think that AI has changed the world that we live in. We can't go back. So schools have to understand that you can't fight what it's about, what has happened. The purpose is, how do they help you guys to use this technology to be better, at the same time become better critical thinkers who would go in and develop other great solutions. So like you said, the government has to look at AI and education as the fabric and the foundation for, if we're going to build a society that is driven by AI. You just built an app with AI, right? Before, it had taken you months and months and months. So if I train you better to do better generative AI, you can even build error validators that will validate your app. You can build a whole system in 5-6 weeks. You can build a whole new website for your school in weeks, right? So you can do more, and also the idea of a much immersive cognitive learning also becomes really valuable, because we can use virtual reality to do more stuff with AI, and you can see what the world looks like while you're actually learning. So I think that the future of learning has to change, because where you guys are going, if your teachers don't, if they don't meet you there, then that there is a disconnect, because you guys are living in a world that is moving. So your teachers have to live. So our education system has to change to support you guys, so you can compete with the rest of the world. That's it. Because you guys are the generation, you have to compete with the rest of the world. So I'm very interested in AI for education for young people, for kids, high school, primary school. For me, that is where I see the biggest value that we can give you guys. Because then you guys become smarter than we are. You think of things that I could never think about, because your brain functions differently, right? So that's what I think. Does it make sense? Okay, cool. Well, guys, thank you very much for this impromptu session. We really had a lot of fun. My name is John Kamara from the AI Center of Excellence. You guys can come work for me for a few weeks if you feel like it at the center, and come learn some other AI stuff that we're doing. Do you wanna come work for me for a few weeks? No pay though. Yeah, we'll figure out. But you come work with me for a few weeks, and you actually see some of the stuff that we build. Yeah, it'll be fun. So you can also go back to school after the holidays and thought, wow, look at, I just worked in a real organization where I actually built stuff with AI.
My name is Ian Nyangwara from Afribot Robotics, and today we have been here at Adanian Labs, Westlands, from the morning till now. We've had students from Maryhill Girls High School who have come to visit our skill center here at Adanian Labs, and they have got to interact with a number of things that we have, a number of robots, and they've come basically to see our services, what we offer, and what we usually do in our space in technology. So they have interacted with a lot of things that we usually have. We have robots here that they have learned on how we build them, on the basis of how we program them. They have even interacted with our VR set here. You can see we have our VR set, which is they have used it in playing games. You can use it in making projects, building projects inside the VR. So we've had a very interesting day here, and it's also a fun day because the students have really enjoyed being here. We've had drones, like a drone here that we have a white drone which is very efficient in flying. They've learned various aerodynamic prospects of flying drones and building robots, from robot cars, obstacle avoiding robot cars, line followers. And they've interacted with the kits that we have in educational kits for robotics, like the Alpha X, Defender Wise kit. And more or less, they've also interacted with our trainers, our very experienced trainers. They've gained knowledge from us as trainers on what to expect and what to do if they want to further their studies into robotics and AI and technology. So yeah, it's been a very interesting day, and we've had more than what you can see for now. Thank you.
Barcelona,